Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the GM Show. I'm your host, Freeman, joined by your other hosts over there, Matt.
Good morning.
And
Good morning.
Morning crypto news show, technical analysis, and NFT reviews. We do it all here. It's like a choose your own adventure, but you don't choose anything. You just get the entire buffet at once at your table. So, without further ado, let's get into some stuff. But before we do, we're gonna just check out gmdfell.xyz, do a little shilling here, and this is where
Show.
support the show. If you feel inclined to do so, you can donate cryptos here by clicking on support or buy a GM mug. It's pretty groovy. You can also check out simpleblock.io. It is a really simple way to make a minting page for your NFT collection. All you need is your address for your collection and your branding details, and you can fill that all in, and boom, you can have a minting page just like that. So
It's the easiest way to make a minting page.
It's magical.
Yes.
Very magical. So, Elon Musk, the trickster.
Dude, he's trolling hard, man.
The trickster.
He's trolling.
He changed
trolling.
his profile picture to a picture. This essentially is a better way to see it. This is what he changed his profile to. It's a picture of a bunch of apes. And then he posted this tweet. I don't know. Seems kind of fungible. Clearly just trolling the entire NFT space by just essentially being the right click and save as guy.
Yeah,
but the billionaire version of it.
Well, and there's a lot of people that actually think that he bought all those apes and stuff. And I'm like, bro, I don't think you're missing the joke, his trolling here. There's a lot of opium right now.
Didn't think that. Well, that's the thing. The price surged
skyrocketed afterwards.
The price surged of the floor on Bored Apes went up 10 ETH, and also the price of Ape Coin went up too. I think maybe 13%.
I think it was like 12%.
Yeah, it's just totally insane. Almost $1 billion flows into ApeCoin's market cap in 1 hour. After he does that. So, it was one of those things where everyone just there's a bunch of people who panicked and bought just because they saw that Elon Musk had a Bored Ape in his profile picture. But I don't know if this is a good thing or not, if this is more like a diss than a pump. So not really sure how to read this, but it's pretty funny
Yeah, I don't.
either way.
It's well, dude. It's really. I think it's. I think we'll find out. As the smoke
Yeah,
clears,
of course.
we'll kind of like
Exactly. After
everyone
the
will kind of
fart
figure it
clears,
all out.
yes.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
because there are rumors that he bought it and whatnot, but I think that's just speculation, and I'm pretty sure it looks more like a troll post
Well,
because his
we gotta
banner
now
too on
track
Twitter.
down who
His banner on Twitter is just like an image from like from Sotheby's or whatever, right?
Sotheby's, right?
Yeah. It's
We got to track down the we got to track down the Bored Apes and see if he's actually the owner of these Bored Apes or if these are somebody else's. I'd be curious to know who owns the one that's right in the center of the profile
that's
there.
it. It's like I do know that I did see like on Twitter someone was saying that gold one was bought for like millions of dollars. So
Question is, who bought it? I mean, sure. I mean, I guess he could have bought all these. I mean, it's not impossible, but it just doesn't seem to be what he's saying here. I feel like he's trying to.
I think he wanted if he
just make
wanted
a
to
joke.
flex it, he would do the hexagon.
That's right.
He doesn't
He'd do
even
the
have
Twitter Blue.
He doesn't even have Twitter Blue, dude.
I think he has Twitter Blue, but he just doesn't. He doesn't have his wallet
I think
connected.
right. If he wanted to flex, he would do it in the hexagon, but he doesn't even.
And doesn't he need to connect his wallet to prove that he's a real person too?
It's true.
So we know he's not just a bot. Okay. Hawaii is becoming the latest state to approve a task force to examine Bitcoin and Web3 technology. The only reason I cover these is because it's just hilarious how every government around the world seems to just be doing this right now, where they're just like, well, we're making a task force to look at it and try to understand the interwebs and figure out the cryptos.
How is this working? What is this blockchain?
How does the cryptos work?
Yes.
A growing list of U.S.
We need to have a committee that investigates this.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're just it's a growing list of U.S. states that are looking to use blockchain-based tech. It's just funny. It's like they have to make a whole bill, right? They had to approve this bill and everything just to look into it. Again, just amazing, absolutely amazing.
I wonder how much that costs too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. Yeah. Exactly.
money.
Probably a lot just for that task force.
Just a bunch of taxpayer money just so these old people can just learn themselves what the hell a blockchain is.
The task force of 10 boomers will
let's cut public funding for schools, but let's publicly fund education for these fucking old people to learn about the blockchain. That sounds cool.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
The government at work. Ethereum layer 2 fees should be under 5 cents to be truly acceptable, says Vitalik Buterin. When I saw this yesterday, I saw it in a tweet, and I thought they meant under 0.05 ETH, and I was like, oh yeah, even that would be an improvement. But I guess he meant 5 cents. My bad, which would be definitely a huge.
You're like, well, isn't it already 0.05 ETH, dude?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I agree. That should always be lower than that. It shouldn't be higher than that. I agree. But no, he meant 5 cents, 0.05
cool.
USD.
That's awesome.
And I think that would be really great too if Ethereum 2 had gas fees as low as 5 cents. I'd be.
It's always like, I believe it when I see it.
Of course, as with everything in crypto land, it's all just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
It's
easy to talk. That's
This is another thing that I'm not going to get too much into because there's a bunch of hot takes on this, but the Wall Street Journal, I guess, said that the NFT market is dying. But I've seen a bunch of rebuttals to this. This is interesting timing too, just after we had the massive other side land sale over the weekend. And I also saw that we got this person actually, they do some pretty good tweets, Punk9059, with data about blockchain data. Just every day, this person is tweeting out lots of interesting blockchain data. But they had a good rebuttal to this article as well, just countering the data that the article, and just like directly countering it, saying that flat out, it seems like the stats they used in this article seem to be completely counter to what the actual stats are with wallets and transactions. So
I mean, there is a lot of FUD going on,
of course,
in NFT world, but that's the time to buy. You buy the FUD.
Exactly. So yeah, this just says misleading article claiming that NFT market is dying. Article cherry picks examples of poorly performing NFTs. And the same this cryptobriefing.com is going hard. They're saying highlighting the journalist's lazy reporting. Oh wow, okay. I don't know if you need to go that far.
It's a little, yeah. I mean, this is a little biased.
Well, of course, cryptobriefing.com. Yeah, I mean, they obviously took this article personally.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah.
I get it. So anyway, you can all look more into that. Go follow this person's Twitter if you want more just stats and charts and stuff about NFTs. They are constantly talking about the top performing NFTs. Okay, that's it for the news. So we're gonna go hit up the charts and see what's going on in the market.
Right. Let's do a quick little TA here.
Check on the market
on what's going on. Yes. So we've been waiting for Bitcoin to get down to this level here. Right, because we've been tracking this trend line. Come on, everything's kind of slow for me right now. Should have got this. Yeah, it's all chudding.
Uh-oh.
All right, so we've been waiting for this trend line, right? We've been waiting for the price to come down and bounce off of this ever since it broke this first trend line that we had, right? And we're getting a clear bounce from it right now. However, I'm not, I'm skeptical on how much of a bounce we're actually going to get. I would expect price, because we have come away so far on the daily, so far from the 50 EMA here, right? We're really extended. Price likes to come and correct itself right around the 50 EMA. So I'm expecting price to maybe, pump up to there before getting rejected if we're going to get some more lower lows. And so I'm, we could be getting, this right here on the daily. This is clear bullish divergence, right? We have lower prices, but momentum is starting to pick up. So we're getting a bullish divergence right after it hits the key level that we've been waiting for it to hit. And so this could be, for me, this is like, hey, green light, entry point right now. Let's do this. So we're going to, right now, I'm not going to get in quite yet. I'm waiting to see what happens with this 1 hour retrace. It looks like it could be going down here. As you can see, we have a overbought signal. So, there's that, and we have green vector candle zones from this pump right here. So, whole bunch of people going long right here in the last few hours. And then, now it's time for the market makers to take profit on their liquidations. So
do they?
Yeah, exactly. Because right now, this is the market makers taking shorts and gonna go ahead and take their profits here. Because what you like to see is like these, slow trend is the friend. Slow trend is the real trend. All right. These quick little bursts, they're not real. They don't usually last too long. Right. So, I'm expecting somewhat of a retrace, maybe just until we get down to like back to like 38,000, we pretty soon, maybe, right? Maybe we hit this level here, and then we start bouncing up to higher prices. But I'm gonna be looking at the 1 hour to maybe make my entry point here on the kimono wave. But yeah, or I just wait for the daily to print. We'll see. But I'm looking, yeah, it's looking like we could be seeing, a nice bounce from this. If we don't, then yeah, we're looking at lower lows and we're going to 28K. No, I don't. Not saying that. Not fudding or anything. Just reading the charts, guys. I'm just reading the charts. All right.
Reading the tea leaves.
Ape, right? We were talking about Ape. It had this giant. Let's look at Ape. Yeah, look at this. Look at this mess.
Wow. Le pump and le dump.
Yeah, exactly, right. Because what happened here is like Elon Musk.
Elon tweeted.
So
Oh
funny.
no, it
The
wasn't really
tweet.
what we thought it was. Oh no.
Yeah, giant tweet. And really what this is like, right, everyone that like was like, hey, we're going long at this point here, blah blah blah, right? They got their price back up here, so they're like, hey, we gotta get that out.
People
We're getting out. No, but yeah, this was basically raging. Would have been great, right? It slams to 200 EMA and just sell orders just go.
That's a pretty
crazy.
That's a pretty just like really classic bounce right there off of an important level.
Yeah, and it just
It's
came
200
right
and
back
just
down to this range. So
back down, to where it was.
Oh yeah,
AKA nothing happened. Blip on the radar.
Yep, exactly. I mean, it's just a giant.
Oh, all those people that bought that candle. What?
I mean, see here, like if you were like going on this would have been so great to like gone in on the 1 hour kimono wave here. You go in long and you just
no joke
take profits.
Definitely.
But you don't know when you just don't know when Elon's gonna tweet. So
that is incredible.
Yeah.
How much liquidity got trapped within 1 hour? $1 billion essentially of liquidity got trapped in an hour.
Yeah, just got trapped up there. So now it created this giant vector candle zone here.
Jeez.
So, as it's just like, yeah. So maybe the price will return there soon, but I don't know. There's still a lot of FUD going around.
Out there somewhere, someone who just smashed their monitor screen.
ADA is up 6%. Who saw that?
Oh man, Cardano.
Yeah.
Dynamon.
Yeah, look at this. Giant green vector candles. On the 1 hour though, here we are looking like we could be printing the end of this pump. So be wary of that. If you're going long now, there's a good chance you are going in at the top. All right. So this could be a good time to short because look at all these green vector candle zones that we could see the price come return to.
Yeah, or at least wait for just the retrace there. If it has another leg, there's at least going to be a retrace.
Yeah, absolutely. So could be some good short opportunities, but we'll see. 4 hour looks like pumpage. Daily says, hey, we're green to go, but it's not like it's one day, guys. It's one day. This could be followed with a nice big candle straight back down. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the charts. That's what I'm seeing on the charts. So yeah, anything else? Any other token you want to take a look at?
Did you look at ETH? Did we
ETH? Let's take a look at ETH. Let's check it out. It's up 2%. Not quite as much as Bitcoin right now. But dang, they got to get that version 2 out, man. I think for ETH, because I think the Yuga Labs thing really
that wasn't good.
Put a lot of for a lot of ETH maxis, like they put a dent in their armor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we have, so I mean, we're really in this range right here. Well, let's pull out. Let's see what kind of point of control we're dealing with here. So, okay, I'm looking for the price to possibly get right back down here for a nice long, right? Hit that bounce off of this point of control, get higher highs. Because what we could see, like, a nice W pattern here, right? We could see prices come up, boom, boom. Oh, I messed up there. And then we break some higher highs. I mean, the price could go up higher. I mean, we have green vector candle zones up there, or red vector candle zones. So yeah, we could totally see the price come on up here, and then reject off of it. But I mean, look at this on the daily. Oh, it's just been a brutal range right here of just buy and sell signals. It just doesn't know what it wants to do. It's so close to 250 EMA is so close to the 200. We just got to see that cross upward for us to get more bullish on Ethereum here. But it does, let's look at lower time frames here. What's 1 hour look at? 1 hour looks like we're down. We're ready for a retrace here.
Yeah.
We got an overbought signal. So let's see if the price comes down a bit and then we get another nice little pump and continue this positive momentum. But we'll see. It's kind of, on Bitcoin, right? It was pretty far extended from the 50 EMA. Yeah, we're extended from the 50 EMA here. But I mean, for Bitcoin, we were like 4%. What are we here? Another 4%. So, this could be good entries because it's like, you expect the price to like kind of spike up at least and get to that 50 EMA and challenge it. So it's like, hey, 4% gains here and there. Write it on leverage. Hey, 4% gains, 25x. You're talking about 100% gain right there. So, not financial advice that you're definitely playing. You're playing a risky game there for sure. In a bear market, you're going long for, so be careful. It's also, it's hard for me to short down at this level too. Because if you think about it, it's like Bitcoin, for example, is like down 50% from its all-time high. It's like, you're gonna start shorting it when it's already down 50%? Like it's hard. And after rejecting right now off of some key levels, like you're gonna sit there and also be shorting right now. It's hard. It's that one, and this is the hardest part to be like, okay, right? It's hard as a trader to say this is when I'm longing. Market's been going down forever. It's hard to sit there and convince yourself to go long, but this is exactly the kind of mindset you need to be able to make profits.
Got to trade against the trend sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. So we're at critical, we're still at critical levels. And but this could be, daily bullish divergence. Looks great. Let's hope it prints. Let's hope it's a good day, and we continue with a strong week.
Oh,
that's my weather report.
That was such an optimistic end to the weather report.
Taking hopium, man.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking for
hopium in everyone's face.
Gains. Yeah.
Hot boxing the room with opium.
Yes.
So Matt, quick decision. Whoa, think fast. Do you want a long or a short intermission? How are you feeling today?
I don't know, man. Let's do short.
Okay, be careful what you
scared either way.
Vitalik clapping, Vitalik impressed, happy and clapping. Vitalik is impressed. Vitalik clapping. Vitalik clapping.
A classic. That's a classic intermission.
Yeah, it's a nice
one of the classics. I just was on Twitter, not paying attention to Matt as he was talking, and I found this funny tweet. It says, "Twitter owner right-click saved us."
Yeah.
That is how a lot of people are feeling. Here's, I guess, the artist that made that Sotheby's
Yeah.
NFT.
I saw
And
it.
here's
Yeah.
him saying, as much as I admire your work, I'd like you to remove your PFP that I created for our Sotheby's sale. So this is funny. That's all. Okay, should we talk about real quick? Should we go over some of the projects that we already had talked about that are minting right now, and just kind of catch up on what's on projects before we dive
Where
into
do we
some GM scores?
what do we start with? Where do we start?
Well, what do we start with? I think
So
Oddstronauts. We could start with Oddstronauts.
all right,
Right.
astronauts.
We've been watching
They've been
Oddstronauts.
minting.
They have been minting. My thing is wrong here. I'm reloading. They've been minting. They started minting, I think, yesterday evening, or yeah, it was yesterday evening. And they're looking to mint 10,000. They've minted 5.4 ish, high 5.4s, I think. And so they're still in their mint phase. The mint is slowed down a little bit. You can see here
A little bit for a lot of bit, you mean?
Yeah, a lot of it, really. I mean, this was at 4,700 when I went to bed last night, so it's at 5,354 right now. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely slowed down. So
yeah, and I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes projects just take a long time to mint. There's certain strategies, they could be doing more of the community, like, as far as like in a Discord, you gotta have like the raid channels going and get people like kind of organized to really kind of pump the project. And the community,
I mean, it's still great. I mean, it's still, they've sold 5,400 NFTs too, and it's again, there's so much pressure in the NFT space to like sell out in like an hour. It's
right.
like when it's like we're so addicted to the project selling
a lot
out
of the
as being a
projects
signal,
that
but it's
I've
like,
flipped, yeah,
have
that
to do
takes
that.
days to sell out. Yeah,
and projects can be sleeper projects where it takes a while.
Yeah, so it's chugging along. I think there's a couple different strategies they could do here, right? It doesn't sound like they're as far as I heard, they're not cutting like the mint or anything. They're still going to be trying to mint out that 10K, right? And the other thing is reveal. I don't know if the reveal is going to stick on today or if they'll delay that, because a lot of times they'll delay a reveal, right?
Yeah,
to kind of
it was on their Twitter, and I know it didn't seem like the reveal date had changed. You're right, so
yeah,
I think we
and so
got
and this is one of those projects. Yeah, when the reveal happens, that could totally help the project kind of get its feet going again. So we'll see. Yeah, give it a few days. Give it a few days. See how it is in a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Next week it could be a totally different story.
100%.
So, but yeah, there's people in there freaking selling below mint too. So that also slows the mint down when there's paper hands that are just like, I've minted, so I'm gonna
see. That's a major problem in the mint phase. If you get people starting to undercut the mint price, I mean, it just starts to really mess with the mint. So
the mint itself, it just slows down. Yeah, which there's, and so that's why it's kind of that could be an argument to stick with the reveal thing, because that will at least kind of hopefully people understand the quality art, kind of bring more excitement into it, boost people in.
Yeah, it seems like if you delayed reveal at this point, it could just be doing more damage than good.
Could be, yeah, because so it's kind of hard, with strategizing that. If I were them, I would also consider taking the floor, capping it at a lower mint. I don't think there's necessarily too much wrong with that. They raise plenty of money to probably do what they want to try to accomplish, which is just kind of grow their boba brand, right? And
well,
they also had a crazy roadmap of a bunch of other stuff, but
it is funny too. Last night, you and I, we had our suspicions, right? We asked the healthy questions. We have healthy suspicion on the show, and when we did our review, we asked questions about, does the boba tea replace actually exist? Did they just buy one and change the branding because we went and tried to find it on Google Maps and Yelp.
Right.
And we did find it, what we thought was it. So we thought, okay, it might exist. And they posted this yesterday to all the fudders and the doubters. And so, I retweeted it because,
Yeah.
Again, here's the evidence.
And I'm pretty stoked.
I like
I'm thinking I might try to, as I see some of these prices like below floor, like I might try to sweep them up, kind of type deal. Just because I do, dude, I'm telling you this, or mint some more. I don't know. I only got one. But the thing is that it's like, dude, I had a coffee shop, and it's a pain in the ass to own one of those damn kind of thing. And so these guys, being in the service industry, raising a bunch of money via NFTs, way super cool. I really wish I would have maybe thought of that back in the day, but NFTs weren't really a thing then. But no, it's pretty brilliant, But
Brilliant.
so, well, it's just newer, right? You don't really see that kind of, it kind of reminds me of the food,
food
Hungry and Bored
universe
or whatever,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So
Yep, totally.
It's smart, yeah.
The other one that we minted yesterday that had a just smash hit pre-sale mint was the low community. And, I also
Right.
feel like Oddstronauts, obviously they could have sold out like a 5,000, 5,500 project for sure. They already
Right.
pretty much have. They could have maybe gone lower if they wanted to have that sellout, but it's still going. So I'm not doubting at all that they could make it there. The lo-fi community, the lo-fi originals community mint was yesterday, and they minted completely out, I think, in pre-sale. I don't know. Did the public
Really,
did
it
it end up going
seemed
to
like
public
it was
sale?
either all in pre-sale or really close, or I just know that I bought one on floor last night because I was like, dude, I'm not going to be up at 1 a.m. to sit here and see if that mint, and it looked like they were going to sell because there was less than 500 left when I minted. So I was like, dude, they're going to mint out before public anyway.
Yeah. Or there
And
won't be
so
much
like,
left.
are you sure?
I'm
Is my
sure.
screen up? Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
So here's the low here on NFT HUD. Oh dang, look at that. 4 just bought right away. Someone's sweeping that floor right now. And it's kind of staying right around 2.2 area. We're getting these dips. You like to see this kind of healthy wave happening here. So we're in a nice dip. This could be a really nice time to enter actually here on the floor, and then maybe release it as the dip comes up. I believe so. Reveal on this is like 48 hours after
Yeah, let me see.
after full mint.
Discord, they
So
did an
not
announcement.
today, but tomorrow night sounds like it'll be revealed. So these will be revealed pretty quickly. So today, I'm assuming everyone's starting. The whales are going to be starting to gather these up in hopes of getting some rare ones once reveal happens. Right? We'll see maybe an uptick on the floor price. But let's check out the what is the floor levels looking like here. This is Oddstronauts floor levels. See, the Oddstronauts really, the floor levels aren't too thick, right? It's like in the 10s area. It's not like
They had 420 some the past day.
what are we looking for? Low. What is it? Low community?
Yeah, but L.O. Yeah, but L.O. It's kind of hard to find.
Oh, gotcha.
On NFT in it. Yeah.
Found it. All right, so we'll take a look here. I want to see what the floor. Everything's chutting on me right now.
Uh-oh. Nobody likes that.
Sorry, it's breaking my computer.
Nobody likes a chud. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's breaking. It's breaking.
Matt's gone. Matt is down. Matt down. Well, you know what? I have it up. What did you want to see? The floor price?
I wanted to see the floor strength. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here's the floor strength. This is what got right now. One second.
Now
Let me reload this. Yeah, we're just barely more tech literate than boomers, so just bear with us.
All right. Yeah. So point two right now, there's 41. But with the volume that's coming in, that could be pretty sustained. Not too, less than that at point two. Then once you get to 0.24, then you start seeing a lot more. Just kind of sitting on the floor here. But I think this project is definitely, I think, one that could, because the art's cool, the community's massive, and there's a lot of support behind this one. And I could totally see the floor on this one going to 0.5, um, pretty pretty quickly, just because it's like, like how many owners? What are the owners like here? Oh, whoop, that's not top owners. So you see, it's not like we have owners at like one wallet that has hundreds of them.
Yeah,
Right.
34.
Which means like, because a lot of times what happens when you see projects that have that, they'll just trickle them down on the floor price, right, and make their profits over time. And we're not seeing that right here. I mean 34 is quite a bit, but it's not like that's not a huge percentage of them. You know what I mean? And then what was I going to say? Oh, let's look at blue chip comparison.
Yeah, about 19%, 19.85, so 20-ish%.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. So yeah, I feel like this definitely has some solid holders in this
Got
community.
potential.
Yeah, so right now the ones that are being sold, like this is I think could be like, the low you get, just because it's because once the reveal happens, of course we expect a little dip, but man, dude, I that might be when I enter in more. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
This is a good
That's
one.
usually the juiciest dip after sale is the one that's after the reveal for sure. Usually.
Yeah.
You go. Should we look at some new projects?
Let's do it.
Let's
check out.
Okay. What's the first one? Should I show the thickness?
All right, dude. Yes, let's go.
Okay, we're gonna show the thickness. Okay, this is our first one. Thick Friends. This is our first NFT review for today. This
really
is
stoked with this.
5,555 thick dogs that'll twerk and earn you thick tokens. We are whitelisted for the Thick Friends project. Just a full disclosure there. But yeah, so the Thick token will be launching on ETH and BSC. So Binance Smart Chain just days after the NFT mint. They will allow staking, so you can passively earn Thick tokens by just staking your Thick Friend. The Thick Friends token contract has been audited by Certic. And then there's going to be metaverse stuff. Take your Thick Friend with you to the sandbox and WW3. Maybe you know what
Dogs that'll twerk and earn you thick tokens. I like it. So, okay, real quick. This
Yes.
reminds me, like, I don't know if people remember the thick Pokemon collection. That was pretty popular last year. But yeah, this is hilarious. So, okay, do you know if the Thick token is it on Ethereum network?
Okay, so it's going to be launching. It's going to be launching on Ethereum and Binance Chain just days after the mint. But I will show you. There's more. So we got, and you'll be able to stake your friend for the Thick token. They're going to have metaverse stuff. I don't know what WW3 is. They're going to have sandbox. Then they're going to have P2E mobile games that'll help you earn more Thick token, and then a DAO. So what's interesting I'll show you just real quick. They've got a white paper that's actually pretty good as far as NFT white papers go these days. They actually put some effort into doing some design here. There's, you can see this is a fairly good white paper, and they've even got the tokenomics for the token already laid out, which we really like to see that. There's going to be 1 quadrillion tokens, though. So just, like I said, make sure you check out the tokenomics before you get too stoked about it. But yeah, so this just breaks down.
Not necessarily a small cap, is it? I don't know.
No, not a small cap token. I think we would call it a shitcoin. And this is the taxes and the redistribution scheme for the token. So it looks like they're going to be giving a percentage of transaction fees back to the community here. They've also got their little marketing plan here, competitions, games. So this is kind of their white paper, but it's just quite an elaborate white paper, I will just say. So the white paper, is for people that want to get thick and get into it. But let's get back to this website here. So here are the different traits. You can kind of see what your thick friend will look like. There's 60 head accessories, 50 eyes or masks, 50 mouths, 80 accessories, 20 dog breeds, and 24 different backgrounds. Here's the roadmap, okay? So they're doing the whitelist mint starting tomorrow at 6 p.m. Then the public mint will be on the 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern time. These are all Eastern time. Phase 2 is when the thick token is launched. That CerTic audit has already been done. There's a link to it on the site, so you can check out their CerTic audit. And then they're going to start marketing the token, and they're hoping to have the bridge for the token launched in July. Then they're going to launch staking. They want to actually do the staking in June, so that's cool. Then they're going to have a sandbox world, Got to have a sandbox world.
Everyone's got to have one.
DAO and P2E mobile game development. And then phase 5 is utility expansion to be Thick Friends version 2. So, they're thick. Here's how staking works. When you stake your Thick Friends NFT, you will earn passive income. The longer you stake, the more thick you earn. 7-day staking reward is 1x the rarity of your NFT. So the rarity comes into the staking.
Oh, cool.
That's interesting. 14-day staking reward is 2.5x the rarity. 30-day staking reward is 7x the rarity of your NFT. So that's an interesting little thing to do there to get the rarity involved. Here's the team. These are I'm assuming these are real names on some of these people, but this guy's account is very new, March 2020. This is the founder, Brian Waxham. Now, is his LinkedIn real? It could be. Oh, okay. He's got 500 connections. He was a user experience designer at LinkedIn. He currently is. Oh, okay. And he worked at a game studio where he was a designer. Comcast.
Does LinkedIn know about your thick friends, dog? Does LinkedIn know?
The whole office is investing.
I was like,
the whole office is helping run the Discord.
I'm not quite sure about this whole thick friends thing. Couldn't you done some, why the twerking dogs? Why do that?
Maybe that's why there's such a big team. Awesome. They all work at LinkedIn. Maybe this is an undercover LinkedIn sponsored project.
It's not sponsored. It's just a team.
So they got the LinkedIn for a bunch of their team here.
Brainstorming some twerking dog.
They definitely all have a tech and design backgrounds. So obviously that they made this is a nice website, and the
it's
technical experience is
it's not parallax. It's not like cool, but it's right.
Parallax kind of is cool, but also can be really annoying. It all depends on what your project is. For 8-bit dogs, it's good enough.
Hey, I like the tokenomics part.
I like that they've thought through everything already. Like the fact that there's already a white paper that tells you, you break down the entire tokenomics. I mean, It's
Right.
not that
Will
hard
the
to
SEC
do. You
come
just
knocking?
gotta do it.
Maybe, but who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who
Could be
knows?
worth it.
Yeah, you know, somebody in the comments on one of our video was breaking down the difference between utility tokens and I don't know. He was saying that the SEC differentiates between two different types of tokens, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta look into that more.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how this one breaks down. I'm not when it comes to the SEC. It's like it's basically they could always just change and enforce whatever the hell they really want.
Of
You know
course.
what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
things aren't set in stone. And so
Yeah, of course.
if we saw, like back in 2017, right? It was, or like not even earlier, right?
Some of the
2016.
ICOs.
It was just like you just had so many ICOs going on and everything.
Yeah.
And now, right?
Yeah. No more
What we thought
ICOs.
was totally cool and kosher isn't anymore. So there's things that that you just don't foresee happening.
Things change for sure.
I just don't trust them. But yeah, these
Matt's like, they glow. I don't trust them.
No, I like these thick friends. I'm already whitelisted, dog. So
Yeah, I know. We are both whitelisted on the thick friends. You know, we're degenerates on this show, so of course, we have whitelisted for thick friends.
dude, we just got spammed in our chat to buy followers.
I'm gonna show
We're not
it.
gonna
Yeah,
buy
look.
followers by
This
the way
person
ever.
just
for
tried
this
to
show.
spam us. To buy
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Julian. We don't want to.
Yeah, Julian, you're
We're
banned.
not buying your
That's
shit,
banned.
dude.
Dude,
Get out of here.
get out of your bot. So,
Yeah, no.
okay, should we start rating this one?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so artwork is our first challenge here. I mean, it's 8-bit. It's 8-bit twerking dogs. So
It's
I mean-
funny, but doesn't mean it's good. You know what I mean? It's not even like.
I mean, it's 8-bit, so it's kind of hard, right? It's like, because really,
Well-
is any 8-bit that good?
Well, like like Moonbirds was pretty decent 8-bit. It was like
Yeah,
it
but it
looked
didn't
like
have more
old
detail
school.
than this.
It had a lot more detail than this.
Oh, he's gonna make me bring up Moonbirds, isn't he? Bat, bro.
Dude, that's not an act. That's their logo. You're not even actually looking at any of them. Yeah, see how there's so much more shadow and like there's just a lot more detail in those 8-bits. This is
The shadow. It's that this one is this is actually, these are hot. There's more pixels actually in this.
right,
than this.
exactly, right. It's
So,
just
but
more
that means you
detail.
can't compare them because they're different. It's like
Oh,
comparing.
whatever.
What about 2-bit bears?
They're both 8-bit. Like, come on.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. What about 2-bit bears, right? Or tiny dinos?
Yeah, I mean, you could
So-
throw those in the 8-bit art, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, with 2-bit bears, I mean, that would be a pretty low fucking art score because it's just like, dude.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure, yeah. Because
Um,
tiny, yeah. I mean, they're all pixel art, but they're not all necessarily 8-bit. I guess is the
Yeah,
key.
I'm
They're
not.
pixel
I'm
art,
not
that's
even.
what we
I'm
should
not
call it.
even. I'm just saying, like when it comes to 8-bit art, right? I did that for a little bit when I was doing pixel beats and shiz, and that it does kind of it's not as easy as it looks. Like it's still just like drawing. I don't
Yeah.
know. So like, if
I'd
we
say like a
did-
3 is probably kind of where this
I'd
lies.
say almost. I'd say closer to 2.5.
Okay, 2.5 is fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't, pixel art is just, it's hard for me to judge pixel art because it all just is pixel art. There's, certain bounds that pixel art can be. I don't know. We'll probably never give pixel art a 5-star on this show.
It's hard.
That's
I almost want to. I mean, I'm kind of inclined to give it just higher, just because they're twerking. It is pretty funny. I mean, I don't know. Man.
Yeah, I mean, they're animated, so, that's interesting, I guess.
That is
but-
true. GIFs does help. I mean, GIFs is cooler than just a stagnant pic.
They're twerking.
Like-
They're shadowing. Look at those butt cheeks, man. There's shadow all over those butt cheeks. I got your back, twerky friends.
All right, maybe we give them a 3 just because they're twerky.
There
They're
we go.
GIFs. They're GIFs.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 3 is just average. I mean,
Dude,
this
this
is
shit-
average for pixel art anyway. I think it's just average for pixel art.
I don't. Well, the
2-bit
only reason why
bears,
the only
Tiny
reason why they
Dinos
got a
is like
3.
a 2.
Yeah, the only reason why they got the creativity and the twerky gifs, and it's smarter because they're not right, because there was like thick Pokemon that was crazy. That wasn't crazy successful, but it was a semi-successful NFT project. You did run into like copyright issues potentially with that one, whereas this one seems pretty original, right? I don't know any. So
I'd say for pixel art, I'd say like Tiny Dinos is like a 2, 2-bit Bears is like a 1. This is like a 3. That's in my head for pixel art.
I get you.
Moonbirds would be like a 3.5, 4, I guess, for pixel art. I
hear you, dude. There's some really good pixel art.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
space.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Roadmap.
Cool. Roadmap.
It seems pretty out. I mean, it seems pretty like, hey, this is it. Staking and earning. And that's basically it, right?
Yeah, the stake and earn stuff is easy. Then they are, of
Sandbox.
course, saying there's going to be Sandbox and, via version 2. And so, I'd say up to phase 3 is all simple and probably done and built out, essentially. Phase 4, of course, who knows what'll really happen. So I'd say, the roadmap seems, I mean, they have a bunch of tech people involved. So definitely accomplishable. Nothing like groundbreaking that they're promising to build rockets or anything. So yeah, and I think with this team, this roadmap is to the moon. Exactly. Yeah, we're gonna build a rocket. So yeah, I would say like maybe a 4 or 3.5. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking
it's pretty average roadmap though. Like
exactly,
as far as like creativity,
it's nothing like new out there, which I think I'd give more of a 4. Like oh wow,
right. It's not novel.
Something I haven't really seen before. This is kind of very middle of the road.
3.5 maybe.
Yeah, I'd say 3.5 because it seems like it's accomplishable. They got the certi, they got the audited and everything.
Yeah,
which makes
it's a
me feel a lot
3.5 because they've got a white paper. I mean, nobody does a white paper for their roadmap. It's just team. Like you get effort points right there.
The team seems kind of that
team
one
seems
founder
good to me.
That one dude seems fishy, but
whatever. The founder is I have no idea who he is, and what his job even is on there. It just says founder and CPO.
But all these dudes have their LinkedIns. It seems like they're real.
And he was a designer. I mean, this guy's LinkedIn is real. I'm assuming. Who knows? But I'm assuming. I mean,
right.
He's got quite a bit of experience as a designer.
And I think if you're going to get audited with your when you get a smart contract audited, you got a KYC essentially for that, right?
On Certic?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Let's go check out their Certic. Here.
I mean, why would they sit there and allow anonymous people have these?
So Thick Friends, here's their thing. Let's look at the PDF here. Oh boy. Okay, jeez. Oh my gosh. I think it's mostly the contract, but I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good question.
That's interesting.
It's a good question. But I mean, these people all have their LinkedIns. I mean, like this guy's LinkedIn, they all have over 500 connections. So I definitely think these are, this is a real, there's a bunch of real people at least involved. It could be a ragtag team of, people, but
right. Like they could, like the social media person could just be hired out
they could
as
be
a contractor. Right. Yeah. So it's not like,
but I think, at least the founder here has apparently their LinkedIn, and I'm going to his portfolio actually right now. So yeah, he's a product designer, worked for a bunch of companies. Looks like a mobile designer. So yeah, I think the team gets pretty high score overall, just because for as far as like you've got a team, they all seem to have experience somewhat at least, and most of them, or at least a good portion of them. This guy, wait a second. Why does this guy keep popping up in projects for me? I've seen this guy on other projects before as the marketing guy. Yeah. What is We Run Crypto? I don't know.
Let's check him out.
Emil Gingras. I'm on to you, buddy. You don't have many followers, but you're on projects. I've seen you on a couple projects. He has no tweets. Interesting. Not in a bad
That
way.
is
Just
interesting.
saying, I'm seeing you around, dude. Okay, so
Just say,
I guess
just say it. My
Team.
suspicion is in.
Yes, you're making me.
My
I'm like,
sus signals are tingling. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Team 3.5, 4.
I think it's they're. I think they're
mean, it's not-
capable of all this stuff. They're tech people. It's just a team full of tech people. I think they're definitely capable of pulling off what they're saying, and
Yeah, it's
they
not
are
like they're
capable.
dumb.
They're essentially doxxed. At least a bunch of the core members are. So I think probably a 4.
All right, I'll allow it.
Because if they were just being doxxed alone puts them above 3, or at least a 3 or above, right? Because not being doxxed, you can't get above a 3.
Right.
And they're capable. I mean, this is not like a hard project to pull off. And the guy's been a designer for like longer than I have been.
Yeah.
And he's worked at big companies and stuff. I think they're definitely capable.
All right, 4.
Yeah.
All right, community. What's their community like? What's
That's
their
the
numbers?
question. Okay, so on their Twitter, they've got 20,000. Okay.
How many are they minting?
That's what I was just looking at again. They're at 5,555. And they are minting for pre-sale 0.04 for the pre-sale list, 0.0420, of course, 420. And public on 8th of May is 0.069, of course. So they're both pretty cheap, but 0.042 is the pre-sale. Anyway, the Discord has 6.7 thousand members in the Discord. So, it's not a massive community. This is just a community of degens.
But usually, right? It averages out two NFTs per holder, right?
Yeah, and you can mint 5, I think. Max on this.
Yeah, but yeah, usually when it's
2
all said and
averages
done,
out to
averages out to 2. But
Yeah.
So you really just have to convert 2,500 people to really get this minted out, probably.
Yeah, it's not going to take a huge, as long as there's a pretty active community. And the chat is nonstop here in the general chat. People just, obviously lots of twerky GIFs and memes and stuff. But
right. Well, and I like these lower mint numbers than rather than the 10K. Like I'm so exhausted of these 10K mints.
Yeah, it's a trek.
Well, yeah, it's so hard. It's really hard to get a 10K mint done.
I mean, look at that. Baby Doge had to get just dragged across the finish line.
Ugh.
For a whole weekend. So, but
and that community had like millions.
I know.
So
that was so crazy. Well, and that's why. And then look at the lo-fi one though. The lo-fi one then totally sold out just on their pre-sale list.
Yeah.
So. It just varies. So I would say, I don't know, this community gets maybe a 3, a 2.5, 3, maybe a 3.
Yeah, let's do 3.
I don't know, 2.5, 3, something like that.
Because it is numbers big. Where it's like you might have a struggle, but at the same time, the community can totally be enough.
It could be done with this community size.
It's really in the 50-50 right now.
Yeah. Hard to tell. Yeah.
Okay.
Value. And then value. Well, it's cheap.
How much is it to mint?
Comparatively. For pre-sale, it's 0.0420. For public sale, yeah, of course. For public sale, it's 0.069.
Okay. That's nice. That's really, really good deal. Really, as far as these mints have been. So, and then what I like, about it is like the staking and earning. You earn that thick. Because that thing, because what you could do, get that thick, Sell the thick, and then that's where
that
you get
thick up.
you be getting your profits, because who knows what the thick token can do. It's hilarious token, looks like a funny meme, you know.
Yeah.
And there's lots of twerking digital art out there, so I could twerk digital art, be all in on thick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Twerky Club. Twerky Club's pretty popular. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like there's 2,500 people on the pre-mint list too. So they have the pre-mint list is big enough potentially if everybody were to buy, definitely potentially. And that was actually as of a couple days ago, 2,500. So I think there's more on that list now. So
Right, because it closed yesterday, I think. Yeah.
yeah. So it's definitely
Interesting.
probably a pretty big list at this point.
All right. Well, let's
so value. I mean, like I'm probably gonna mint. I'm gonna mint at least 2 of these because I'm gonna want to just keep one. I just want a twerky, thick friend to just have.
He just wants to have a thick
I
friend,
just want to
buddy.
degen out. So I'll probably mint 2 of these as long as I can just make my money back, so that I can just keep
minting
that one and not
5.
care about the price. But yeah, I might do 3.
Max.
Yeah, Matt's
Going
doing
max.
5. So. But
thick
yeah,
friends, all
so value. I mean,
3,
yeah,
because you just don't know. Because thick could just be
it's really just a shit
another
meme coin.
shit. Yeah, it's like could be absolutely nothing. And
I
it's
mean,
like,
I have to put, of course, my personal bias aside because I just love it. So yeah, I think that a 3 is probably a good place to just hang out. It's cheap. It's definitely flippable
if
potentially.
anything, you get some great art, Freeman. You get some
Yeah, that's all I'm
great-
actually in this one for is the art. I don't care. I mean, I don't care about whipping up thick token, but I will stake one. Of course, I'm gonna stake one. See, that's the other thing. I need to buy 3 so then I can stake the most rare one, sell the other 2 to make back my
This
money.
is 16.5. Is that right? Adding all this up, right?
That sounds about right. Yeah, it's hanging out right around in our average. Kind of our average is that 15 to 17 range. It seems like. You start getting exceptional.
All right. Well, there you go. Thick friends. You got yourselves 16.5.
16.5 for the thick friends. Okay.
Right.
Shall we show the next?
Let's move on to the real alpha of the day, dog.
Okay. Matt told me this is the alpha of the day. So this is all on Matt if this whole thing falls apart.
Just like the one I chose yesterday.
Roll the credits.
All right. So
that
this
one
is
yesterday.
Collider Craftworks. It's cipher.collider.gg. Look at the sick graphics. This is
Matt's having shiny object syndrome
real
today.
nice.
I can tell. Okay.
Oh, I love shiny objects, and it's shiny. Yeah. Look how shiny.
I can't.
Look at that jacket. Look at that tie. Looking legit.
It's blowing my mind, man. It's blowing my mind.
He's got drip, dog. Yeah. All right. We are we are Cypher. You can tell I have high school kids. The arbiters of truth, law, and order have failed us for the last time. Their financial institutions crumbled around us as they plunder, silence, and enforce stated constructs.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We are Cypher. We make our luck and live by our own rules. Our kind is beyond borders or bound. We are nomads from no land and obey no masters. Okay.
Wow. Okay. This is intense, man.
It's intense.
It's
Yeah,
intense.
dude. So really all it is a video game design studio. Essentially is creating basically a game, right? But more so an avatar creator. All right. So basically they kind of say, hey, yeah, if you played Mortal Kombat, Assassin's Creed, Justice 2, right? You've probably played with some of the characters they help design. And basically they're just saying, hey, why we're getting into NFTs. And so we want to be a part of the change. Web3, right? They're referring to. So we have created Collider Craftworks, a new team focused on creating powerful tools, content, and experiences for the next generation of creators, brands, and IPs. So what they're actually doing is like an avatar kind of base where you can have your
Okay, yeah,
NFTs
I'm
essentially
reading
be
that,
there
yeah.
and build different stuff with it, right?
So it's a
So you
visual
can,
wallet is what they're calling it. Yeah.
yes, yes. So you're going to be able to like, so other creators, like let's say Snoop Dogg, because he makes everything in NFTs now, right? So Snoop Dogg comes out with some new like gear and whatnot for these avatars. He can then take that and sell it on their marketplace or whatnot, and then you can add it to your visual wallet. You know, have your avatar wear the gear and everything, that kind of deal. So it's pretty cool. I like the idea of it. And then here's some examples of the game. It looks like it's my computer's freezing, so it's not really doing so well. Then meet the gang.
So yeah, it
This
says
is
so your avatar
definitely a,
digital goods will be ready for the next generation of games and experiences. So it's pretty much like, yeah, so I think it's a visual wallet, like a 3D wallet essentially for games potentially. It just depends on what networks it's attached to. And then and also maybe an avatar that comes with it, but that then will be ready to be put into games if there's a game that maybe connects with this wallet. Is that what I'm picking up?
yeah, and I think it looks like they've already got like games that you'll be able to play with already
Interesting.
because well on their Twitter, we'll get to their Twitter in a
Yeah.
sec. I was just gonna check out their team. I haven't seen this page yet.
Yeah.
But this is the team. It's just taking forever. This site is breaking
Yeah,
my
it's an
computer.
intensive site.
Yeah. So studio director. I mean, I kind of before we did this, I looked a little bit more into the company. It definitely seemed pretty legit company. And let's see if the Twitter is actually working for me or anything. Is anything working on my computer here?
So they're based in Buenos Aires, Argentina. They've got a bunch of people on this team. Links to LinkedIn's. Interesting. Yeah, they got definitely a lot of people listed here. Fascinating. I'm kind of trying to see. Let's see. I want to know more. I want to know actually a little bit more. Twitter is probably the place. Okay.
So Twitter, they have actually. I saw a video of them actually showing what the kind of the 3D wallet looks like, or what your visual wallet looks like. So let me try to find that post here. Right here.
Okay.
So this is basically like the visual wallet and what it would kind of look like. All your items here, you can kind of click and add it to your avatar.
Interesting.
So yeah, I think it's kind of cool. It's a cool idea.
Built
cool concept.
on Unreal Engine with the meta-human skeleton, your avatar and digital goods will be ready for the next generation of games experiences. Interesting. So I wonder, where are all these items coming from? Are these all items that are in your wallet? Like, do you have these sunglasses? Is that an NFT in your wallet?
I believe so. Yes, I believe so. Not 100% sure, but I believe yes, you are correct. Like those would all be kind of NFTs. And I think what the NFTs you're getting now is like an avatar, right? To kind of start off with. I'm not 100% sure. You might be able to. I think this is where you can. I don't know. I have to. I can't.
Okay, and they do have something called the Mosh Pit, which is a multiplayer battle royale arena that they're gonna have gonna have your character in it. Looks like. Okay.
Yes. So this is the kind of game that they're gonna have start out with.
Okay. Interesting. So they are gonna create a game of some sort. It looks like.
See, and this is basically, I see this as being just another, like, essentially people would build their own kind of games, essentially, and then kind
Well,
of team up with this
yeah.
to
I
be able to
mean,
say, you
since it's
know,
built on Unreal Engine, I guess I'm imagining that other games that use Unreal Engine could maybe somehow connect to this, depending on how it all
that's
works
what I'm
really in the
thinking,
back
right?
end.
That's how I was thinking,
Kind of.
because they're trying to build this out for like brands and other projects to use, right? So it's kind of like a base for like people, like we could have
Yeah, it's
GM,
interesting.
you know, a GM world where maybe, maybe it looks like, it'd be cooler to shoot each other. But yeah, so we have a cool GM shooting game.
You're like where we
And
could hang out and hug. Oh, that sucks. Who wants to do that? Let's go
where
shoot
everyone
each
just goes and says good morning, and
Yeah,
you know, instead of shooting bullets, we shoot GMs
sounds
at each
boring.
other. And guess what? Yeah, all your avatars and all your
Sounds
equipment
lame.
and gear is all stored on this visual wallet kind of type deal. That's how that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and this is May 20th. It looks like. So this mints on May 20th is what I'm seeing here. Is that sound right?
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
I think so. Yeah, I think I found this on NFT HUD upcoming. Great, I love
Okay.
it. Everything's
mint date
breaking
May
on Wikipedia.
20th. Okay. The reveal is June 30th.
Yeah, the
So
reveals,
that to me means it's going to be because they got to render it all out once it sells out or something. You know, they don't really want to go through
Possibly.
probably the hassle of rendering it all out. Maybe if it's not all going to sell, I don't know. But I mean, for your reveal to be over a month later,
That's a long reveal.
that's a long reveal.
Hey, at least it's better than I don't know. At least they're like saying that, like they're like, hey, yeah, so it's gonna be a month before reveal. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just like some like shady
Yeah, at least
shit.
it's
Like
not like, oh, we're gonna
impossible
push back
imaginary ones. I mean,
push back the reveal forever. It's kind
yeah,
of
it's not like
deal.
they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna we gotta upgrade our designs. So you know,
Right.
it's
Yeah, so and price will be half an ETH. So these are going to be a pricier mint for sure.
it's a pricier entry. Yeah,
Pricier entry for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I would love to see the white paper. They said there would be a white paper eventually, but I don't see one yet. Because I have a lot of questions just about like, okay, when you mint one of these avatars, do you get all the equipment on them? Are those all individual items, or are you minting equipment separately? Are you minting the helmet separately? You know, what do you get when you mint one? And are all the pieces of it individual so that you could take the hat off, right, or the helmet off and replace it? So I don't know. These are just questions because it looked like that in that little demo. So I wonder if that's the case here. And then in that case, what are you minting? You know, of course, there's a couple questions there.
If anything, it looks like you're minting like a kit. Like, yeah, it comes with like helmet, maybe some glasses, a hat, you know, things like that then you can take off or put back onto your avatar or something like that. That's what I'm guessing. That's what it looks like, right? But
yeah, that's definitely kind of what it looks like. The Cipher collection. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through this kind of white paper that I found. There's going to be 3 different groups: the Templar, the Occult, and the Alchemies. Oh, there will be prototypes of Black Ops, Search and Destroy, Rogue. Here, I'll show you what I'm seeing. The Outlaws, the Zero Fucks, the Renegades, the Bandits, the Rad Kids.
I wonder. So is that what the NFTs will look like?
It seems like it. Yeah.
That's so cool.
With rarity. Oh man, I want one that's in their underwear.
Of course you do.
So okay, interesting rarity structure here. So 3 base plus material. I think if you have more items, it's more rare, perhaps.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's very interesting. I feel all kinds of ways about this.
That
one.
is
Okay,
this
well,
it is like your catchphrase. Very interesting.
Yes, it is. That's because I do find this very interesting. Okay, well, let's start rating it.
All right, let's do it.
Art. Well, they're using Unreal Engine, so of course it looks awesome. Part of my question is
looks
how
dope.
much did they design these things, or are these just stock Unreal Engine items? I have no idea.
Right,
Someone
no
who uses
idea.
Unreal Engine would know better than me. I know Unreal Engine has a lot of awesome items and avatars and stuff built that you can just use. So I don't know how much they designed or not, but
You
it
would,
looks cool.
yeah, and you would think they would have designed it being a
Yes.
video game design company, but you
Yeah,
just
you
don't
would certainly
know.
assume
100%.
so. Yeah, so who knows how much of it is stock, how much of it is designed. I mean, it's very high quality 3D artwork.
Yeah.
And it's all being rendered in Unreal Engine. So, you know, it's going to be super lifelike 3D, hyper real 3D stuff. So, yeah, Unreal Engine is awesome. Yeah, so I'd say, I mean, from a 3D artwork perspective, these are pretty good. You know, the characters are still kind of flat in a lot of ways, you know, like the actual blank avatars themselves, like those dudes just standing there.
It's like mannequins or something.
Yeah, they kind of have a mannequin like, yeah, look to them. The clothing and stuff and all the equipment is what adds life to these guys.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what's.
Yeah,
that's
this looks like, you know, this could be easily just, this is the base character that they probably use for everything in their, you know, gaming studio. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. And, you know, probably a lot of this is assets and stuff they've just designed over time by designing other games and stuff.
Yeah.
That they've just can reuse. But I think the wallet and stuff is what makes this really especially unique. So, which is interesting. But yeah, so for the art, I think I mean,
I'm thinking 4.
It's like a 4. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking is a 4. Okay, cool.
It would probably get a 5 for me if I knew 100% sure that they designed all the assets for this project. You know what I mean? Like they went above and beyond. You know, it's just that the grayness, the fogginess, the I don't know part. I think getting dogs at that point. But all right.
Yeah, I mean, here it's saying, you know, doing volumetric photogeometry scans, rebuilding models, and rescuing detail from original scan, create gaming resolutions. I mean, who knows? So, yeah, I mean, they may be doing pretty intense graphics work. And if so, then, you know, super hats off. But yeah, 4 is still pretty high. So
it's, we rarely give a 4 for
4.5,
well,
4, somewhere around there. So.
We gave Mind Blown Universe a 4.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we had a little miniature tiff about that on air, I think too. But, okay.
Oh, here we are.
Someone needs to make a clip where it's just we rarely give 4s, and then it just starts showing all the projects we gave 4s to, and now it's like Pixelmon.
You get a 4. You get a 4. You get a 4. You get a 4. We like all sorts of art on this show, guys. That's probably the easiest.
Art is hard and easy to rate all at the same time because it's so subjective. You can just say whatever you
probably
want.
should get higher than a 4, but it is.
Okay, well, 4.5, 4.5.
All right.
Let's give 4.5.
All right.
I don't give a shit.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. You totally botched the one yesterday, so it's like we'll just.
Oh yeah, we probably should have mentioned that, but it's all good.
We'll mention it after this one. How about that?
Team or roadmap. My bad.
Roadmap. It seems pretty cool. I mean, the whole idea of having a kind of visual wallet. I mean, it's just a fancy way of saying like an avatar wallet where you can and what I like about it is
they can pull off making a cool NFT avatar visual wallet. I mean, that's just kind of like what, you know, like most games, like if you play a first person shooter, you have a character wallet, quote unquote, where, you know, you can swap out your character and stuff. This is just like an NFT connected one. Right.
And I like it. Yeah. And that what I like about it is that they're aiming to be a base for other projects to use, you know, like other people will be able, other projects will be able to, because I could see tons of projects saying, hey guys, guess what? We're teaming up with this visual wallet, and you know, we're gonna get your NFTs in there and stuff like that, and then you can start playing into this cool game that we're making and whatnot. So I could, just like how projects now are, we're buying land, on all these other different kind of worlds.
God,
It's kind of
Unreal
like
Engine
that.
is so realistic looking. It just creeps me out. The textures on Unreal Engine are just unreal, dude.
Unreal.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
yeah, I
roadmap.
agree. It's
You're
like that.
hypnotized right now by the art, so we got focus.
Yeah,
for
I
you.
know. Yeah, I know. I'm getting
Roadmap.
hypnotized. Yeah, so the wallet and so they're doing the wallet. They're gonna do this first person shooter game, it looks like. So
We're showing examples of the game and the wallet, which is
yeah,
nice.
I think the roadmap itself does kind of exist. Where is the roadmap?
It's
It just kind of
basically-
says they're just basically saying we're going to make these things, but there's not a concrete roadmap about it. Maybe yet.
not necessarily not in the traditional NFT space roadmap, quote unquote,
Yeah,
but
just like saying when it's going to happen or
it's
anything.
just a regular kind of pitch,
It's just a
I think-
pitch. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I think it's pretty good. I think they seem like they're totally capable of doing it, seeing the examples of everything they've got. I mean,
Okay, here's the milestones. Mint, Visual Wallet Alpha, Mosh Pit Alpha, Reveal. Then Avatar Delivery Drop number 2. Mosh Pit and Visual Wallet Beta, New Collection Reveal. So they'll be revealing the beta and then a new collection. And that sounds like that's it. Okay, that's a very short roadmap. Okay. So the roadmap goes to the beta release. I guess that makes sense. I don't know, 4, I guess.
All right.
4, I guess.
I'd go with that.
It's a pretty straightforward roadmap.
Yeah, and it's straightforward. I think it's also ambitious, like as far as trying to create something.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I mean, who knows? It might be easy for these people. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, team.
So I'm like, yeah, this might be all stuff. They're just like, yeah, we made all these games. We
This
got all
is the-
this
yeah,
shit
they're like,
already.
this
Let's
is the
just make
easy
an NFT project.
Easiest money grab ever. Yeah. All right, team.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give them a 4.5.
Wow. All right.
Probably on team.
Seems legit. Community.
So
their Discord is only like really strict invite only Discord that you can only get to like Twitter. So don't have access to that. But how many is on their Twitter?
123,000.
Okay. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big community. It seems like it's a big community. I'd give it, I don't know. I think just because we can't monitor the Discord, we only have, I mean, they have 123,000, but their engagement is like pretty low, like 560, 250 on some of these, 299, 120.
And being like a big gaming thing, I would think Discord would be kind of important to kind of really.
It probably is, and that's that's probably where the most hardcore community even is for this project. But that's the whitelist and the specials are all in there. So if you want to get more into this project, I would be trying to probably interact with them on
trying to get that Discord invite. Yeah. All right.
So I don't know. I'm thinking of 4 since it's
4.
large. It's large. I don't know, 3.5, 4, something like that.
I was thinking 3.5 just because we aren't because
Since
of
we can't
engagement.
Get in the Discord and engagement. I think those are fine. Yeah, 3.5.
Value.
Okay.
Dude, it's expensive.
The value is the most complex part of all.
It's gonna. Well, it's a high. The more expensive it is, the more risk it is.
That's the most expensive video game on Earth.
Yeah, 0.5 ETH. That's a high mint, man. I mean, it's just a risk value that you're risking a lot more. 0.5 ETH versus 0.05 mint.
Yeah.
So it's like it's higher risk.
Certainly higher risk, yeah.
Could be higher reward. I mean, you could maybe
Certainly. Yeah. If it went up to an ETH, that could be a great payoff.
Yeah, sure.
Or even 0.75. But it's Yeah, it's unclear because so much of it is going to depend on them shipping, right? They're going to need to ship the alpha version of the wallet and the alpha version of the game to keep hype up. And it could pay off. Now, the thing is, you'll probably be able to get this at a better price after reveal and everything. If you actually want one of these for the game, you know, and to play the game, and you want to get one at a bargain price, you probably wait until after reveal and get this for less than
How
25
many are minting?
That's a good question.
It could be one of those private mint things too, for all we know, because it doesn't even sound like there's a whitelist.
Right.
So we don't know too much about that either. Or maybe it's all just
Wait.
I don't.
Are you serious? Is there really no? Let me go back to their whitelist. The whitelist has got to have the number that are going to be minted. Wait. No. Wait. Dude. How many are going to be minted?
Didn't we?
Drop information. Oh, okay. What? Okay. I don't know. Tell me what if you understand this. Cipher collection 7,780. Cipher drop number 1 3,890. Whitelist available 500 plus. What's the cipher collection versus cipher drop number 1? What does that mean? Let me go. Let me look. No mention of cipher drop in this document besides right there. So that's weird. Cipher collection is definitely what we're looking at. So there's 7,780 of them. I don't know what cipher drop is, and whitelist available. That must mean spots, like 500 plus whitelist spots.
Yeah, maybe yeah.
Utility is next gen avatars, UE plug and play, visual wallet, game experience, access to future drops.
Over 10,000, definitely. It looks like, huh?
7,000. Well, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I mean, what it says 7,780, but then what is? I don't know what cipher drop number 1 then is though, which is 3,890.
Is the cipher is maybe the cipher collection this first go round, and then remember they said they were going to do another.
I remember that, yeah.
And maybe that's what cipher drop 1 is.
Maybe, right? Drop, like the drop. List. Like maybe there's a drop, an airdrop for existing holders or something. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna say 7,780.
All right.
As far as I know,
it hurts my brain to try to figure it out anymore. Yeah, I'd have to actually go in and ask people.
Yeah. So let's just assume that.
How many?
So they're gonna have to pimp out 7,780 of these at 0.5.
They could probably. I think they have a really good chance of selling out.
I wonder if there will be a different price for whitelist versus public sale.
I don't know. It doesn't say, huh?
No.
Value.
The thing is, they have a huge audience, so yeah, maybe these could sell out. I don't know.
Dude, I might just do like a 3 on value, only because it's kind of like it's expensive.
Uncertain. Yeah,
you could probably flip it pretty decently, but we just don't know, right?
Yeah,
it looks like it could be pretty difficult to get on the whitelist.
Yeah.
So let's just do 3.
And how hot will this game be in a year or 2 years? Really, you know,
right,
will this game be so hot that
short term probably a decent flip. Long term, who knows?
Yeah,
who knows? Yeah. I mean, the long term on this one seems a little bit better than a lot of NFTs
because the roadmap and the team.
Yeah, but still, okay. Let's stick with 3 just because I think it's a pretty high cost for entry for games and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like if you're trying, they're definitely targeting against NFT people, because if they're targeting the gamers, like the gamers aren't going to get this at all.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it'd be like, you know, like one of those like Kickstarters or whatever for a video game kind of thing. It's kind of like that, right? But you know, I mean, but 1,500. I don't even think most Kickstarters would ask you for $1,500 for a video game. So you'd probably be paying $50 or $100 max.
Yeah,
So,
you're not going to be converting a lot of gamers into this one. You know what I mean? All right, so let's tally it up. What do we got?
I think we're at 19.5, but you double check me there.
Okay.
Double math me.
Yeah, 19.5. That's a high one.
Yep.
Super high.
Yep, higher than that, better than average. So that's a higher than average one. It's in between. It's in between average and amazing.
I love our GM scores. We spent so much time doing them, and there's all just such
science.
bullshit. We gave lunatics a
Science.
22. That's so funny.
It was because we got mesmerized by the guy being from the head of whatever at Fox Studio. We just were like, oh, there's only like 2 people on this team, but it's amazing.
So DYOR, sure. On this show, we take the Y out of DYOR.
Yes,
but
which is door.
Don't take the GM scores so seriously. Because yesterday we did a project.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Yeah, yesterday we totally messed up hard.
I mean,
when we're
kind of,
wrong,
yeah.
we on this show come out and say we're wrong. We don't sit there and die on these hills of our reviews.
Bro, the website is completely different today.
Oh, it is, isn't it? See, we did this project and now we look like total dinguses. Because the website looks totally different now.
I mean,
now
I think we're going to have to take that video down.
Holy crap.
I mean, this isn't even the same website. If someone watched our video and then tried to go to the website, they'd be like, what were they looking at? Because seriously, that's what it felt like. So they relaunched their website. Well, we didn't. No, they also had a bad website.
They did have
that was not a good website. This is better. This makes sense. This makes way more sense. Someone told them to remake their website.
We'll redo this one tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll give them another chance. They may have already... When were these going to mint? I don't know. But we'll give these another chance.
Yes. We shall give you another chance.
I can't believe they completely redid their website.
For our defense, right? It basically... What it was is like an inside, really knit community that we are definitely just have no idea what it is. So from the outside, just trying to figure out this project, you have no idea what any of this is. And
it was supposed to be a secret, essentially. It was like the founder became best friends with 100 people who then became friends with 100 other people. And that's everyone that's involved. It's not even really meant for anyone else.
Right. So that's why, from the people inside the community, yes, we sound like total idiots because we have no idea what's going on. But to our defense, there is nothing to see that gives us any evidence of what's going on. So what else are we supposed to suspect other than it's a rug? So anyway.
It's like we stumbled on like an inside joke that was trying to say it was a public joke, but it was an inside joke, but we didn't understand it from the outside. So it just wasn't for us. And this website looks like this is going to be a much better representation.
What it is.
Exactly. Like if you actually came to this from the public and from the outside, you could understand this project better. So anyway, that's the update on Phantom Network project.
Funny. We'll redo that one.
They rugged us with that website.
They rugged us. They rugged us.
No, you know what it was, Matt? They saw our review and overnight they made this new website just because of us.
It was us. They were like, holy crap, these guys are totally catching on to our rug.
They stayed up all night. They drank Red Bull all night.
No, I hear it's a strong community, strong founder, past
their community came. Don't worry, you guys.
We the community came.
Please don't hurt us anymore. Yeah. They broke our knees.
We got our lashings. We're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry.
We're not ignorant anymore. All right.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us. It's been another fun show as always, and we hope you come back tomorrow for another fun show at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time every weekday.
And subscribe.
Share the show too. Share this link. I know it's maybe cringy and embarrassing to share this show, but share it with your friends if they're also cringy.